Hello everyone, Viper has been out for almost a week now, and as I'm leveling up my Viper, I found many useful things that I could have used a lot earlier. This video won't contain tips on how to optimize, but rather things that I learned and did that made learning Viper a lot easier. Number 1. Your combo enders have positionals, and you can use the colours of your combo ender to tell whether it's a flank or rear positional. Green represents flank, and red represents rear. If you ever forget which positional you need to hit next, you can glance over to your buff bar and see if it's green or red. Number 2. Your positionals will always alternate between flank and rear. That is to say, after you finish your first combo sequence, your next combo sequence will always be of the other positional. You can use this knowledge to pre-plan for your next positional while going through your main combos if needed. Number 3. I recommend ignoring your Viper side gauge. To be more specific, I advise not using the blades to determine your combo path. The gauge can be a useful tool to see whether your combo path is left or right, but if you're like me, you're already staring at your hotbars anyway, so there's no point diverting your attention into two. It also doesn't tell you whether your combo ender is a flank or rear positional, so staring at your hotbars can be more helpful. Number 4. You can play Viper by only pressing the glowing buttons. But if you want to maximize your damage, you have to keep track of your Noxious Gas debuff, as unlike your damage and haste buffs, the actions that apply Noxious Gas do not light up to tell you that you need to reapply them. Your actions that apply Noxious Gas are your combo starters that have Dread in their name, so keep that in mind. Number 5. In the same vein of not only pressing glowing buttons, when you get Uncoiled Fury from Dreadwinder and Pit of Dread, resist the temptation to press that new glowy button, as you want to save it for disengaging from the boss. I personally had quite a hard time distinguishing this from the other glowy buttons on my hotbar, so I moved it away from my combo buttons, which has helped me save my Rattling Coil stacks for when I really needed them. Number 6. Switch the drop gauge to simple mode. I normally stick to the default drop gauge, as I like how it strengthens the thematics of the job, and I find it easier to read in some cases. But I think the Viper's drop gauge just sucks, especially the Viper side gauge. I already talked about the pointless blades on the gauge, but I also found it difficult to keep track of my Rattling Coil stacks, since it sort of blends into the gauge. After switching to simple mode, it's much more distinct and easier to keep track of. I don't think this visual clarity issue is as bad for the Serpent's Offering gauge, but I ended up switching it over too, since I found that it's a bit harder to tell when I'm almost going to cap out my gauge. This tip is more of a personal preference, but as a default drop gauge user, this is the first time I had to switch to the simple mode just for ease of use. Number 7. As much as possible, you want to put Steel Fangs, Dread Fangs, Hunter's Coil, and Swiftskin's Coil in places that are comfortable to reach. That is because once you hit level 90 and use Reawakening, these buttons will transform into your Reawakening combo. And since you need to press them in quick succession, you want them to be easy to reach. Also, as the sequence is fixed, I suggest putting Hunter's Coil on the left and Swiftskin's Coil on the right, as they are number 3 and 4 in the Reawakening combo. I personally have my hotbar set up like this, so that doing my Reawakening combo is almost as easy as pressing 1, 2, 3, 4. And there you have it, 7 things that I wish I knew and did when I started Viper. While there are more tips that I would like to share, I just want to make a quick video on the most impactful things that I've learned that made me click with Viper. If you have any other tips, feel free to share them in the comments below. For those who follow me, I do have plans for a beginner's guide aimed at players that just unlocked the job, and a visual overview, though that one will come much later. I'm still playing through the MSQ, and I'm leveling up as many jobs as I can to prepare and learn for a big 0.5 Savage, which I'll be streaming. Because of that, I don't really have the time to make the videos that I want. Thus, I made this as a stopgap since there are so many things that I want to share. I also want to see the response to videos like this, where there's not much edits, to see if there's any demands. I do want to make more videos, but I'm feeling kind of stressed right now between trying to enjoy the game and creating content, so for now I'm choosing to just take it slow. Do let me know what you guys think. Your feedback means a lot to me, especially after my previous video. Thanks for watching, and until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!